Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizkyani. I would like to continue our explanation today. Okay, this is about our brain. When does brain begin to produce language? Every child already has their LED language acquisition device since they were born, even when they in their mom's womb. In general, child language development is divided into two stages, namely the pre-linguistic and linguistic stage. The first is pre-linguistic stage. This stage will develop in the baby phase, age 0 to 12 months. At this age, only the baby stage will show more of their communication in the form of affection symbols, like crying, screaming, and laughing too. The phrase expression are form of communication for babies in convey their feelings, ranging from happy, sad, comfortable. You can also convey your wish. For example, thirst, hungry, want to sleep. In addition, this form of communication is also used to convey feeling of discomfort with things such as when they urinate, defecate. Generally, when the baby starts to enter the age of 10 months, the baby has started to say simple words such as mention the person close to him, such as call their parent, ma'am or dad, like that. The second is linguistic stage. The stage of language development in children occurs very intensely at the age of 0 to 3 years. At this stage, the child can carry out verbal communication in the form of words that can be understood. At this stage, also children are able to compose words and convey communication in a sentence like adults. If in the first years the child began to understand instruction and say one words, then in the second and third year the child has started to recognize and learn simple words even though the pronunciation is not perfect. In Indonesia, the babies like mention something like apa tuh, but she just mentioned patu. And English, what is this? And like that. The first and the third years, all or this age, children have started to show improvement in language. Over time, the stage will gradually increase to verbal communication. Verbal communication in this stage, intention is still in a simple form such as babbling with unclear sentence. In this phase too, the baby is able to respond to sounds, babbling, understand verbal components, understanding verbal comments, and pointing direction. Third, until 5 years old, children are able to compose words to convey their communication in a sentence like adults. He is able to recognize verbs and pronouns. He can also convey his voice in the form of sentences such as I want to play and I want to eat bread, like that. Not only can he convey his wish, at this age he is also able to ask questions, protest, convey feeling, like that. And in this picture you can see when the baby births until 1 month, the baby just can smile, not cannot produce the language, like that. And from babies just smile, respond to ovation, roll over, ground, sit, stand, walk. This is include prelinguistic stage. And why I say this is include to prelinguistic stage, because from the birth until walk, the babies just can express their symbol when they smile, respond to affection, roll over, crawl, sit, stand, and walk. They, their baby cannot produce the language like that. And the tall and civilian include to linguistic stage, because in this stage the babies can start to recognize and learn simple words even though the pronunciation is not perfect. Okay? The next is how human brain process language. Okay. Before covering the process language in the brain, I would like to invite you to know the more influence area in language in the brain. There are vertical area and broadcast area. Let's see the function of vertical first. Vertical area is to work or to encrypt words quickly, is to match up between sound to visual to mental meaning. Overload. Vernix area is to arrange to improve the more comprehension and meaningful. Next is broadcast area. Broadcast area is to arrange grammatical sentence, is to decode the logical meaning of the phrase or sentence, is to help to move the body while talking, to process and produce of linguistic. Broadcast area is to process and produce of linguistic structure and logical language. Vertical and broadcast area are working together to produce language. For the next is about the process. You can see the picture. For the first is there is someone who speaks to another. Of course, there must be input from another. So then the input or the voice from another respond by temporal lobe and the primary auditory cortex receives, decodes, and process. The input is received by the ear. Next, the input is sent to vertical area. From vertical area, then the process interpret. In this area, sound broken down syllables, words, phrase, clause, and finally the sentence. Why in vertical broken down syllables? Because in this area it's absurd to get deep comprehension and meaning. And what we are going to say is a rank in broadcast area to direct structure and logical language. Next is voice and information understood. We are going to say is a rank from the broadcast area to organ speech to pronounce well like that. Well, there is a language process in our brain. Okay.